Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the wild, the wacky, and let's be honest, sometimes straight-up bizarre career of Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. This is a man who has more nicknames than most rappers have hits, and trust me, that's saying something. From Grammy-winning albums to head-scratching business ventures, Diddy's always kept us guessing. He's the guy who can be on stage 1 minute accepting an award with tears in his eyes, and the next, he's throwing ice at someone for daring to drink a competitor's vodka. So buckle up, grab your key rock and cranberry juice, because we're ranking the top 10 most outrageous Diddy moments. And let's be real, with this guy, it's a tough competition. Let's rewind to 2004, Super Bowl 38. The air is electric, the crowd is going wild, and Justin Timberlake is about to make history by accidentally exposing Janet Jackson's, shall we say, wardrobe malfunction to millions of viewers. Now you might be thinking, Jimmy, what does this have to do with Diddy? Well, my friend, Diddy was supposed to be the star of that halftime show. He was fresh off the success of Bad Boy for Life and ready to cement his place as a hip-hop icon, but then, bam! Nipplegate happened, and just like that, Diddy's performance became a footnote in Super Bowl history. Talk about getting upstaged. I mean, I've seen wardrobe malfunctions at my kids' school plays that got more attention. You could almost hear the collective groan from Diddy's publicists. All that planning, all that hype, and the only thing anyone remembers is a rogue piece of wardrobe. Diddy, being Diddy, took it in stride, at least publicly. But you gotta think, somewhere deep down he was fuming, and maybe even a little impressed by the sheer audacity of it all. Fast forward to 2016, and Diddy's back with a vengeance, this time with a documentary about the Bad Boy reunion tour, aptly titled, Can't Stop, Won't Stop. This wasn't just a concert film. Oh no, this was a glimpse into the mind of a man obsessed with perfection. We're talking hours of footage of Diddy barking orders, demanding retakes, and generally driving everyone around him absolutely bonkers. Look, I get it, the guy's a perfectionist. He built an empire on attention to detail. But there were moments in that documentary where you just wanted to hand him a chamomile tea and a weighted blanket and say, dude, chill, it's a concert, not open heart surgery. There's this one scene where he's yelling at Lil' Kim about her headset. I mean yelling at Lil' Kim. The woman is a rap legend and she's getting an earful about a microphone. But hey, that's Diddy for you. All or nothing, and you know what? The tour was a massive success, so maybe his brand of crazy actually works. Now, when you think of Diddy, you think of a lot of things. Music mogul, fashion icon, occasional actor. But tough guy rapper probably isn't at the top of the list. Well, in 2013, Diddy decided to remind everyone that he wasn't afraid to throw down, at least verbally, when he got into it with Kendrick Lamar. The drama started after Kendrick dropped his verse on Big Sean's Track Control, where he declared himself the King of New York. Now, you don't just waltz into the rap game and claim that title without ruffling a few feathers, especially if you're not even from New York. Diddy, being a proud New Yorker and hip-hop elder statesman, wasn't about to let that slide. Rumors of a tense phone call between the two started circulating, with sources claiming Diddy wasn't too happy with Kendrick's bold statement. Was it a full-blown feud? Not quite. But it was a reminder that even in his 40s, Diddy wasn't afraid to stand his ground, and let's be real, it made for some pretty entertaining headlines. Cocktails and conflicts. If there's one thing Diddy loves more than music, it's his Ciroc vodka. He's built a whole brand around it, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty, or should I say icy, to promote it. There's this infamous story about Diddy throwing ice at people at a party for daring to drink other brands of vodka. Can you imagine? You're just trying to enjoy a cocktail and suddenly you're getting pelted with ice by Puff Daddy. Look, I get it. You gotta be passionate about your product. But maybe there's a less aggressive way to express your brand loyalty. I don't know, maybe offer them a Kyrock and tonic instead. Just a thought. But hey, it wouldn't be a Diddy party without a little bit of drama, right? And let's be honest, the story makes for a great anecdote. Denzel says peace out. Now this next story is a wild one, even for Diddy. Picture this, it's 2003, Diddy's throwing one of his legendary parties and the guest list is a who's who of Hollywood. Among the attendees is the one and only Denzel Washington. Now Denzel is known for being a pretty private guy, and he's not really one for the wild party scene. But hey, it's Diddy's party, so he decides to swing by. Things seem to be going smoothly, until they weren't. Details are scarce, but rumor has it that Denzel witnessed something at that party that rubbed him the wrong way, something so disrespectful, so out of line, that he decided to leave then and there. And when I say leave, I mean he stormed out like full-on training day Denzel. Can you imagine being the person who made Denzel Washington storm out of a party? Talk about a story for the grandkids. The Great Cheesecake Caper. Remember Diddy's reality show Making the Band? It was basically American Idol meets Survivor, with a healthy dose of Diddy's unique brand of tough love thrown in for good measure. Well, one of the most infamous moments from that show involved Diddy sending his newly formed group, Da Band, on a mission to get him a slice of cheesecake. Sounds simple enough, right? Except for one tiny detail. The cheesecake shop was all the way in Brooklyn, and Da Band was in Manhattan, and Diddy wanted them to walk. Yes, you heard that right, walk, across the Brooklyn Bridge in the middle of the night, all for a slice of cheesecake. Now some people might call that cruel and unusual punishment, but Diddy called it a test of character. And hey, who am I to argue with the guy who made I Need a Girl a thing? Diddy's Coulrophobia confession. Even a larger-than-life figure like Diddy has his fears. And in a surprising moment of vulnerability on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Diddy revealed his deepest, darkest phobia: clowns. Yes, you heard that right. The man who once wore a shiny red suit in a music video is terrified of clowns. And honestly, who can blame him? Those things are creepy. The look on Diddy's face when Ellen brought out a couple of clowns was priceless, pure, unadulterated terror. It was a reminder that even the toughest, most successful people in the world are still human. And it also made for some hilarious television. If you've ever been to one of Diddy's legendary white parties, consider yourself part of an exclusive club. These parties are the stuff of legend, known for their extravagance, their A-list guest lists, and of course, their strict all-white dress code. We're talking mansions draped in white fabric, white tigers, yeah, not kidding, and enough champagne to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Over the years, Diddy's white parties have become synonymous with excess and exclusivity. It's the place to be seen if you're anyone who's anyone in Hollywood, music, or just about any other industry. Just don't even think about showing up in anything other than white. You will be turned away. I'm talking about a stricter dress code than the Met Gala. But hey, that's Diddy for you. Always go big or go home. Even Diddy's not immune to a little parental pride, or parental rage. Back in 2015, Diddy found himself in hot water after an altercation with his son's football coach at UCLA. Now, the details of what exactly went down are a little murky, but what we do know is that Diddy was arrested and charged with aggravated assault. Apparently, he wasn't too happy with the way his son was being treated on the field. Look, I get it. You want what's best for your kids. But maybe storming into the locker room and allegedly swinging a kettlebell at the coach isn't the best way to show your support. The charges were eventually dropped, but the incident became a cautionary tale about the dangers of taking sports parenting a little too far. And now, for our final Diddy shocker. In 2025, Diddy found himself facing some serious legal troubles, including allegations of sex trafficking and racketeering. These are heavy accusations, and they sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Diddy vehemently denied all charges, claiming he was the victim of a smear campaign. The details of the case are complex and still unfolding, but it's a stark reminder that even the most successful and powerful individuals are not above the law. And there you have it, folks. 10 of the most outrageous moments from Sean Diddy Combs' career. From Super Bowl mishaps to cheesecake expeditions, from celebrity feuds to legal battles, Diddy has lived a life more dramatic, more unpredictable, and let's face it, more entertaining than most. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying that Diddy knows how to make headlines. He's a master of reinvention, a marketing genius, and a walking, talking soundbite. So the next time you see Diddy trending on Twitter, just remember, you never know what he's going to do next. But you can bet it'll be outrageous.